Hello, everybody, and welcome to Poll 31. This is the poll coming right on the end of the Elliott Smith binge, which was fantastic. I loved pretty much all of the albums. Incredible songwriting, incredible music. But now we are ending the binge and we are going into a poll album before we enter into Talk Talk coming next. So, for Poll 31, these are albums chosen by my Discord members. Link in the description for the Discord. They gave their list of albums they wanted done, and everything that had the most upvotes got into the list. And it was a pretty clean list. We didn't have to figure out, do any tiebreakers or anything like that, any extra work. So, these albums are as follows. The first one, Peach Harvey, Rid of Me. This is her second album from 93. So I have heard her third album, To Bring You My Love. Check that out on the channel if you see fit, from 95. Classified in kind of that singer-songwriter alt-rock vein with that very punky blues aspect to it. And I really enjoyed that album quite a lot. Long Snake Moan, I Think I'm a Mother, and I think Come On Billy, I can't remember. There were some folkier songs in there that were pretty cool. Really interesting album. So I'm curious to see kind of how things started or moved back in one way or another in 93. Still very similar, noisier, grungier apparently. So that would be cool to check out for sure. That is album number 1. The second album, it reappears yet again. This thing has shown up multiple times. I would not be surprised if it wins this time. If it does, we are doing it in 2 rounds, which means that if this wins, it will be this poll album's video for part 1, the silver side. And then the next time we have a poll album, it will just automatically be part 2 of this, if that makes sense. So if this wins, it will fill this slot and the next poll album slot in the schedule, because it's 140 minutes long, and I'm not going to do that in one video. So that is what is on the docket for number 2. It has been on here before, I'm pretty sure, but it rears its head again because it wants to be listened to. So number 3, Moby. I'm covering up his beautiful, bald Northern Lion head. Is that a light meter or a sound meter? I think that's a light meter, which is really strange because I don't know why he's jumping like that and they're measuring the light, but whatever. So obviously Moby, most people know him for tracks like Porcelain. Extreme Ways was very popular in the 2000s. I think it was in a Born Identity in the credits or something like that. God Moving Over the Face of the Waters from Heat. Very notable artist in the down-tempo movement. And Play is probably his most notable album, right? So that would be an interesting insight as well, into the down-tempo movement, the trip-hop movement. And, I don't mind Moby. I'm not super into him, but he's a chill artist to listen to, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. Finally, number 4, Modern Life is Rubbish by Blur. This is their second album after Leisure from 93. Still in that Britpop vein. Apparently it's kind of noisier and more like power pop, aggressive guitars. Apparently Graham Coxon's guitar really shines on this album. I love Blur a lot. I've heard most of the singles. I've heard all of Park Life. I have something of a soft spot for them, even though I don't listen to them a ton. Love Sing off the first album from Trainspotting, of course. Really interesting band, and just so many great singles like Park Life, End of a Century, The Universal was what got me onto them. Beetle Bum, Song 2, of course, really popular. Tender is fantastic. Just a solid band. Solid band, of course, went on to spawn the Gorillaz with Damon. But this is their second album from 93. Would be an interesting reaction for sure. Just a random Blur album in my lineup here. But anyway, those are all of the albums in the poll. If you want to vote in this poll, you must be a Patreon supporter at as little as $1 a month. So head on over to patreon.com/AlexHeitz. $1 a month, you're able to vote in these polls. For $5 a month, you can access my back catalog of unedited album reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That's April of 2021, which is when I started doing the unedited reactions. And we're into, I think, like 70 plus reactions. So if you want to access that catalog, $5 a month will get you access to that. If not, just $1 a month to vote in this one here. Vote for PJ, Michael Gira, Mobby, or Gorillas, and make your voice heard with the power of democracy. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. This poll is going to go up through the end of September 12th. Mountain Standard Time, and then Wednesday, September 13th, I will record the album reaction for whichever album wins. So happy voting. Again, patreon.com/AlexHeitz, $1 a month to vote in this poll and pick which of these albums I should listen to. And that's it. That's all I got. Thanks, everyone. Bye.